Hey everybody, Phantom Shadow here, and let's try Strangeland. Strangeland is a point-and-click adventure primarily controlled by using the mouse. Specific controls are described on the next page. It is impossible to reach a game over or a dead end. The path forward may be puzzling, but it always exists. Sometimes even dying may help you advance. While adventure game obstacles can generally be overcome by brute force or use of everything on everything, we advise against playing that way. If you get stuck, you can always use a hint by calling the operator, dialing 0 on the payphone. You're not required to memorize anything. Key information will always be repeated. While some choices you make along the way do affect the game, there is no right or wrong answer to these choices, nor any better or worse path through the story. We hope you enjoy the game. Okay. Controls.
I don't want to tell you a joke. I don't want to tell you anything at all. But you know the problem with me? I never could keep my big mouth shut.
Looks like they really want me to go in. Looks like they really want me to go in. It's an ad for Nepenthe. It reads, "Quaff, oh quaff, this fine Nepenthe. Win a bottle today at the shooting gallery." It says not all attractions are suitable to all ages. Visitors are encouraged to exercise judgment. Pretty vague as warnings go. Hello?
Leave me alone. I already told you a joke.
Wait!
Goodbye, my love.
She's gone.
Not gone, Querent. Merely dead. Again and again she comes to this well, to weep and leap at the sound of the shriek. Which of you will save the other?
Listen, the thing you have to understand is, this is all your fault. You miss all the obvious signs. You let everything slip through your fingers. And you're no good at fixing things. That's why she's dead. That's why you're here. Right? Anyway, I'll call again later. But if you need help, and you will need help, please hang up and press 0 to dial your operator.
Wait! He sounded just like me. Hello? Hello? I guess I need to put in a quarter. I need to put something on it first. Just steam. A huge furnace with 83 painted on it.
That is my name, 83.
What are you?
I am the fire that burns the impure.
What's that anvil for?
Like the bear that licks its cub into shape with a tongue of fire, I forge from ore upon the anvil whatever thing I wish.
There was a golden-haired woman who threw herself down a well.
The bellows gasped on the day she was made.
But who was she?
A flawed thing that fire could not save.
Can you make something for me?
I can make anything. Bring me a work order and lay your metal upon the anvil.
Goodbye.
You have said so before.
What the? Ah! That's it! That shadow! That's what's making that sound! That's what's killing her! I have to destroy it! It's not operational. Nice doggy. Any closer and it'll attack me. It's a long way down, but I could give it a shot. What happened? Strangeland. A bit on the nose.
Not this again. Here's one for you. Man sitting in his doctor's office. Doc says, and now here's the good news. Man says, Doc, you didn't even tell me the bad news. Doc says, not this again.
Hello?
Leave me alone. I already told you a joke.
Not very inviting. Not very inviting. I already have her picture in my mind. 431. It's been torn off after the first 3 digits. Please don't! Hello?
Sticks and stones will make me groan, but words will never move me. Sticks and stones.
Yeah, I've heard it before.
Welcome to the mysteries of the deep, home of the luminous stream maid, the vitriolic sea star, and the oleaginous black swan.
I can't reach it. That was electrifying.
Crow's flying along. Sees a crab eating some lady. Crow squawks, "What are you doing? She's not even dead yet." Crab scuttles off. Next day, Crow's flying along, sees the crab's at it again. "I thought I told you to scram," he says. Crab says, "Take another look." Crow looks at the lady and just says, "Carry on." Get it?
Not very inviting. A large crow.
Raven. All right, I'll talk.
So, who or what are you?
I just am. Because I think.
Really? What are you?
A raven, lunatic.
Where are we?
Baked in a pie, I guess.
Do you just sit there, watching every time that woman kills herself?
Aw, don't get so bent out of shape. That little slip and fall didn't do her any harm.
But she killed herself!
Don't take it so literally, boss. Believe me, if she were dead, I'd be eating her eyes. As you might have noticed, death is different here. Puts a poor raven out of work, I'll tell you that.
Are you sure you're not a crow?
Look, I may be unkind, but I'm not murderous. And I croak rather than caw. Plus, I fly in a pair, not in a flock. Raven. Definitely raven.
What did you mean? Death is different here.
It means I'll not carry in comfort down there, feast on thee.
Goodbye. There's something moving down there, and a hint of golden light. Murmur the Magnificent. Pretty long way down.
Hey, that's an old raven trick. Trying to float her body up to where you can get it, huh? Won't work. Believe me, I've tried it. There's no water down there. Just roots and darkness.
Wouldn't want to break the glass. Didn't work. Didn't work. Didn't work. I don't need the target practice. Yeah, I get the message. Yeah. I already have her picked. It's her! 4? I don't need the target practice. 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 I'll need to find where they start. Talk about the dog that bit you. I've got plenty. Strangeland.
Kid staring at heaven when suddenly there's this stabbing pain in his eye. Can't stop himself from crying. And everywhere he looks, everything's ugly, dirty, and dark. Kid runs to the doctor, and the doc checks him out. Doc says, "Well, Kai, problem is you've got a little shard in there." Kai looks at him and says, "But Doc, you've got a whole mirror in yours." That's not funny. That's not funny.
See, this isn't our first ride on the merry-go-round. And even though I can't hear you, I'll always know what you need. You need her. What's killing her? Can you stop it? Can you even face it? You're already calling for help again? You haven't even explored Strangeland. Walk around. Stretch your legs. Maybe you'll shake off some cobwebs.
I'd rather hold on to it. A metal spike's not going to help with that. I don't need the target practice. I don't need the target practice. A metal spike's not going to help with that. Not a good idea. I really need you to make me something.
You can bring me an order, or you can burn.
Goodbye.
You have said so before.
Forging the metal is 8-3's job, not mine. It's too far off. I guess some attractions are always out of reach.
Who's there? Did you scare off those nice doves? Come closer. Let me hear you.
Sticks and stones will make me groan.
Yeah, I've heard it before. It's already in my hand. I don't need the target practice.
Poe.
I don't need the target practice. It's a you.
It is the you.
It's not much of a tree for climbing.
Constellation.
A noose. I wonder how it got there.
You were the one who tied it there. Tried hanging yourself. Did it make you any wiser?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
That's why I write things down, you know. So as not to remember.
Don't you mean to forget?
Yes, I do mean to forget.
A noose. I don't need the target practice. I don't need the target practice. There's nothing on them but nonsense.
Cytotoxic.
It's an empty bird bath.
It had water once, but the deeper he drinks, the dimmer grows the mind of many a man.
His eyes, they're gone.
But my ears are just fine, stranger.
Who are you?
I'm afraid I don't rightly know. I'm just an old fool who can hardly remember what he's read, much less who he is. I do recall a book that said, each is his own judge. That might just have to do.
Can't you just tell me who you are?
Seldom do those who are silent make mistakes, so I think I'd best hold my tongue.
There was a golden-haired woman who threw herself down a well.
No sickness is worse to one who is wise than to lack the longed-for love.
But who was she?
Who are we to rob each other of our forgetfulness? After all, it's written somewhere that the learned man whose lore is deep is seldom happy at heart.
Did you mention doves?
Yes, I feed them as they flutter by. I find it soothes my mind. Are they here?
Sure they're here.
Ah, then let me find a crust of bread.
A scrap of meat.
I'd rather think of it as bread for the doves.
Can you at least tell me your name?
Well, I remember the name Fimble Famby, but whether it's mine or yours, or both of ours, I can't quite say.
Why's that bird bath empty?
Once it was filled with fresh well water, as cool and clear as a sound mind, but doves and ravens would much rather bathe in dust. Maybe they can't abide their reflections either.
Where are we?
I wish I could tell you. The man who stands at a strange threshold should be cautious before he crosses it. I read that once, I think.
What happened to your eyes?
I fed them to a raven. He said it would bring me wisdom.
Did it work? Are you wiser?
Oh, yes, indeed. I learned that to be blind is better than to burn on a pyre, and that it is easier to be rid of your eyes than the vision that offended you.
What are you writing?
The same things I've written 1,000 times before. After all, an act can lose meaning if you do it often enough.
Can you tell me anything about Murmur the Magnificent?
Wise and weighty be the word of his mouth, and his head was too good to bury, whatever that means. I'd say I can't make heads or tails of it, but then I'm not much one for puns.
I keep hearing a terrible shriek. What is it?
The dark thing.
What is the dark thing?
A shadow locked away up there, festering. Some boils are better left unlanced.
How can I reach the dark thing?
A word leads to a word, a deed to a deed. For silver he speaks, his wisdom worth gold. I read that once, or maybe I wrote it. I suppose it doesn't much matter, one way or the other.
Can you write me a work order?
No, I only write what I've written before. The words stuck in my mind, and the lost words the raven finds.
Goodbye.
Joy to him who has understood, delight to those who have listened.
Abstraction.
It seems to be ignoring me.
Step right up, step right up! Win yourself a bottle of Nepenthe, the brew that puts a bullet in all your bad thoughts.
There's no latch, and the edges are too tight for me to pull it off with just my fingers.
10 hits gets you 1 hit, and 1 hit's all it takes to bring blessed sleep.
I guess I need to be faster, or they need to be slower, or something. It's locked. I can still feel its teeth.
Stop me if you've heard this one. Man drags himself into his shrink's office. Says, "Doc, I got this bad feeling. My wife thinks all I do is dwell on the bad stuff and complain." Shrink says to herself, "Why'd I ever go and marry my patient?" That's not funny.
So, could I have some more meat? I mean, bread? For the doves.
Seashore. Thanks.
It seems to be ignoring me.
Phone call.
Even cooked, it would be unappetizing. That's not going to work. No sense throwing that away. It still looks hungry. What an idiot grin. Bread, please. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. I'm not hungry, and it looks disgusting. That's not going to work.
I thought maybe you could, like, throw it and the dog would just chase after it. I mean, that makes sense. And I thought this was like a wire going around in circles. Maybe I could attach, like, the meat to this and then the dog could chase it. But apparently no.
That's not going to work.
Aren't you even curious what's inside that tent?
The hole's just big enough to reach through. Got it. Sure is heavier than it looked. It's a good 30 feet out of reach. I'll need to get into the tent first. It's an eye in something horrible. Stop!
Try throwing rocks at the ravens. See what happens. It might even get you a work order.
Wife.
Let me line this shot up.
My wing.
Huh? Wing?
I don't need the target practice. It's illegible.
G is the cruelest letter for a blind man to write.
Hospital. My claws!
Did you say claws?
This could be useful.
Condolences. My beak.
Beak?
I can't use this as a work order.
Kisses.
Okay, I don't know which one will help me, but let's try one of them.
To make fitting claws will take more than that mere pin. Now, step away. Behold the beak, fit for one who would carve and cut.
I can still feel its teeth. Maybe it's a way out. Well, it was worth a try.
So, some lady goes to see the doctor. Says, Doc, I feel like there's a monster that's eating me alive. Doc says, come on, lady, it's all in your head!
It's not a throwing knife. I'm not going to threaten him. Let's see if this can slide under the edge. There we go. Better leave them here.
Not safe. Faster.
Let me get a closer look. Guess I've changed some settings. Huh. They seem to move together. Guess I've changed some settings. I imagine I need to use the gun.
Got it.
Please!
It's empty now. The game seems to have turned off. The game seems to have turned off. No need to fuss with it anymore. No need to...
Now you're wondering, am I losing my mind? No, you're finding it. You've hidden a hard grain of truth beneath smooth layers of lies. A masquerade of metaphors. Here's a metaphor for you. Your mind is a matryoshka. It's just you, and you, and you, and you, and you. And we're here to open you up.
Never met a dog that would take its medicine straight. He said the ravens prefer the dust.
I thought I would put this in the bird bath and then marinate the meat in the sleeping agent.
Toenails.
Or I could just do that.
A knockout marinade. His eyes looked happy. Some carny left himself a to-do list taped to the wall in here. Too many winners, turn up the skull speed, shut down MOTD, starfish keeps spitting acid on guests. Find something for Ozzy to chew on. Too many find... Beware of dog. Thanks, guys. Beware of...
Hey, stranger! Shh! We're supposed to be men.
It looks like this is where I would get on the tracks, but there's no train here, and no way I can walk up them. There has to be some way to catch a ride up those tracks. Who are you?
Well, we're sure not Valkyries. Don't let that sign confuse you.
And we're not fates, neither, just 'cause there's 3 of us.
That's more Murmur's thing.
We're not weird sisters, even if we are strange. After all, you're strangers still.
Okay, you've said who you're not, but who are you?
Just think of us as fragments.
Figments!
Pigments.
Ugh.
What? We're here to add color, aren't we?
Do you have names?
The Three Musketeers!
Ugh. Look, I'm sure you mean well, but everybody knows not to give their name to a stranger.
What's with the masks?
Everyone wears them.
You've got one too!
What?
We all have a role to play.
And in this story, there's only room for one woman.
That's why we've gotta be guys.
What's under the mask?
Nothing.
Legends say it's death to gaze upon a masker, unmasked.
But I bet you don't pay attention to foolish gossip like that.
Yeah, there's nothing to fear under here. Get it?
Ugh.
What do you mean I'm wearing a mask?
Oh, come on, stranger. You don't really think you escaped from some sanitarium, sporting a retro straitjacket and movie star stubble?
We all dress our best to fit what we think the world wants.
And in a strange land, it suits a man to be estranged.
I met an old scribe under a tree.
Ugh, he's the worst. His handwriting's terrible. I wanted A3 to make me a gaggle of bagels. And you don't even want to guess what I wound up with when I showed him the note that old man wrote.
Where am I?
Well, stranger, I have a feeling you're not in Kansas anymore.
Ugh, come on. Enough with the one-liners.
Fine. You're at wit's end.
Just cut the poor guy a break.
All right then. We'll call it the breaking point.
Don't let that old crab get you down. Remember what they say. Home is where the heart is.
What can you tell me about Murmur?
He's got a head for prophecies.
There was a golden-haired woman who...
The woman.
There's only one of them in your story.
We won't judge.
Can you tell me anything about her?
She's trying to save you.
You need to find her.
You're kind of a Hansel in distress.
Where can I find her?
Up.
Up.
And away.
Do you know anything about the dark thing?
I'm scared of the dark.
While I wait for the dusk.
You'll find out soon enough.
Can I look under your mask?
Can't say we didn't warn him.
So, some lady goes to see the doc. Doc says, "Ugh." The ride of the Valkyrie is currently closed for want of worthy riders. In the future, the ride will return, should circumstances call for it.
Valkyrie. It must be the name of the ride, but I don't see any cars. Valkyrie. What's the deal with that Valkyrie ride?
The ride of the Valkyrie, technically.
A one-way ticket up.
But where's the coaster car?
Haven't you ever heard of calling a ride?
I can really just call the Valkyrie?
Why, so can I, or so can any man. But will it come when you do call for it?
You know you can't call her unless you have her number.
And we can't help you there.
What did I see under there?
You saw the reason why everyone wears masks. I promise we won't ask to look under yours.
Goodbye.
Yep.
That's not going to work.
Please state the nature of your emergency.
A woman. I think she's killed herself.
Can you identify the victim?
I...
Sir, who is she?
I don't know.
Well, where are you, sir?
It's hard to say.
Sir, we can't help you if you can't tell us what's going on.
We're sorry. We are unable to complete your call as dialed. Please check the number and dial again, or call your operator to help you. We're sorry. We are please check.
Why don't you actually look at the things you're taking? Like that rat, for instance.
It was stuffed with quarters?
Neat.
Please help!
Ugh.
I am Murmur the Magnificent, great giver of counsel. What was, what is, and what will be are all mine to draw from the deck of your life. For what you've paid, we may speak of cards, and hear what suits the fates. What would you know?
My present.
I will tell you the figures. You will tell me the cards. And they will show us their truth. Let us begin. I see you, Querent. What card shall stand for the man before me?
The Fool.
Ah, the excuse. An empty-headed vagabond wandering among wonders. The card suits you. But which best befits this place?
The Tower.
A ruin rent by lightning. The rumble of wrecking change, which may yet hold the flash of insight. It will do for this strange land. Now, what will you pick for the old scribe you so lately stood beside?
The Hierophant.
Seated beneath bondage and freedom, his body a bridge to the holy, and his words, the words of wisdom. You have seen the best of him. The Fool, the Tower, the Hierophant. What do these cards show? A man who outwits himself, lost in liminal space. That infinitesimal between whence and whither. His well of wisdom has run dry. A worm gnaws at the roots of his confidence, and thought and memory blind his mind's eye. That, Querent, is what is.
Wince and Wither.
I am Murmur the Magnificent. What would you know?
My future.
We will now speak of cards again. Once more, I see you, Querent. What card will serve for the you who is to come?
The Hermit.
Holding a lamp to see and a staff to walk, but looking only inward, seeking only himself. The card suits you. Which one suits that ride that Valkyrie, which promises to bear you up to where the great battle awaits.
The chariot.
An obvious pick, perhaps, and yet fitting, for it marks an act of decision by the one stuck between the riddles of the dark sphinx and the light. It will do. There is but one more now. The dark thing that lurks above. What is its card?
It's the Emperor.
The apogee of man's ego. Mighty lord of a lifeless perch, barrenly abiding, and yet in his grasp, the key to life. So then, what have we? The hermit, the chariot, the emperor. You will call for 3, 110-1, 3, and from among the dead you will be taken, to be born and reborn, to rise, to fall, and rise again, until you find your way. That, Querent, is what will be.
Call! Call!
3, 110-1. Plus the stuff outside. 3, 1, 2.
A 25-cent deposit is required to make this call. Please hang up, deposit 25 cents, and make your call again.
Three, 1,
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try your call again. If you need help,
431.
Would you ride the swaying road to heaven?
I guess so?
Are you grown enough to bear the strain?
Yes?
Then on wind and through cloud shall thunder the 3.
Good luck!
please help me.
Dark Thing! You are going to die, and she is going to live. Do you hear me? Just looking at it is agony. I need to kill it. Well, I guess I made it. Well, I guess I made it. I don't need the target practice. I don't need the target practice. I'm coming for you.
Hero goes to his goddess and says, "There's this monster that's so horrible, if I look at it, I'll die. Please," he says, "give me something to help." Goddess gives him a shield so smooth it can reflect the world. Says, "Here's a joke." That's not funny.
Querent. Now the Emperor is loosed from his throne. Your lover is caged, and you, like a fool, climb and descend this tower, as if on Escher's stairs. You will wear yourself to nothing on this journey to nowhere, unless you fly free. You need fire, and spirit, and golden wings, and a Valkyrie to set you on the right road. Go to her! Go to her now!
This is what I meant when I said you only make things worse. You're the one who opened the cage, but everyone else is going to suffer. It's not going to stop with Murmur. It's not even going to stop with her.
Valkyrie! Valkyrie!
Alright, I think that's a good place to save, and we'll continue this some other time, I guess. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and see you all then. Bye. It's pretty interesting.
Look at me and tell me what you see. I look